Zoe, first of all, how's your year been?
My year's been really good. Training's been going really good. Really busy with that, but it's been great.
Tell me about upcoming things happening.
So I have 3 really big races coming up. I have the Canadian National Championships, and then I've made the team again to head over to Croatia, and I'm going to be competing at Marathon Worlds for Team Canada. And then I've also been selected to compete at an international race in Italy the week after.
What's that like for you? Like, how long have you been overseas and doing this stuff? Like, I know I talked to you last year, but I mean...
So I went to 1 international race last year, which was my first race in Denmark. So this is going to be my second and my 3rd international race.
What was it like last time?
It was just like so unreal, like everything. It's like I've heard about all these races my whole life growing up by like older athletes who've gone to them. And so getting to experience firsthand is just amazing.
Talk about how... in Cecilia's story, you said that you love what you do, and if you could do it all day, you would.
Yeah, like I'm at the canoe club, like training like 40 hours a week. I have 2 to 3 practices a day. Like you don't do that unless you absolutely love it and you want to be there and you want to do it. And it's just what I love to do. It's where I want to be.
Talk about how you got your start.
So I started at the Coburg Canoe Club when I was 9 because they came to my school and did a presentation on it, and I took the pamphlet home and I started 2 days later. Now I'm 20, so 11 years later, and I'm still doing it every day.
Did you ever think that you'd, like when you were 8, did you ever think you'd be doing this?
I always dreamed of being like an Olympian or being like a high professional athlete. I just didn't know what sport. So it definitely was always in the back of my mind. And at first I didn't think it was going to be paddling. I was really into swimming there for a bit, but I'm really glad that it was, and I've gone this path.
Ultimate goal, Olympics?
Currently at the Olympics, they don't have the race distance that I specialize in, so I'm currently competing at the highest level that I can for my race distance because I do 12-kilometer races. But if they ever put it in the Olympics, then definitely that'll be the final goal.
How is, I guess, when you're on that long journey, how...
Blueberry yogurt or some...
Are you off to a fast start at the beginning, or do you just, what's it like?
The first kilometer is just an all-out sprint, and then I say from there on, it's like you're just trying to hold on to where you are in the race, and you're constantly, like, I'm constantly thinking about the person who's right in front of me, and like my race isn't the finish line. My next race within the race is trying to pass the person in front of me, and then once I get there, I feel like I start a whole new race trying to catch the person in front of them.
I guess you can never, well, obviously, when you start, you sure can't see the finish line.
No, it's loops. So we do about 3 loops of the course.
Are they on, again, rivers or lakes or?
So this year in Croatia, it's on a lake. And so, and also in Denmark, it was on a lake.
How's that? Like, do you have to worry about the waves per se, or?
The weather conditions is definitely a big thing. Denmark was very, very windy. In Croatia, it's supposed to be more flat water, which I'm really hoping for, because the flatter the water, the easier it is to like not fall in and be able to steer and everything.
And when you go, is there any downtime for you that you can see where you are? Is it sort of like you're there to work?
I'm very lucky. My parents and I are going over 3 days before, so I'm going to get to spend 3 days in there. And then in between my 2 races, I have 4 days off. But those 4 days will be mostly focusing on recovering and traveling from Croatia to Italy. But I'm still hoping to be able to see something in those 4 days.
And how big is the contingent going over, do you know?
I think there's 20 of us from Canada going over.
So that'll be great.
And then 4 of us were selected to stay for the Italy race.
And you're the youngest in your age group?
Last year I was the youngest. This year, so I'm in U23, so that's 19 to 23-year-olds. Last year when I got 8th in the world, I was 19 competing against 23-year-olds, and this year I'll be 20.
And you're 8th in the world ranked?
Yes, currently.
What's that feel for you for a 20-year-old?
It honestly hasn't set in yet. Like, it's been a year since that race, and sometimes I still say it and I'm like, wait, really? That's like me? But I'm sure like it'll set in one day.
You're a busy person off the water as well, so you're schooling as well as talk a little bit about how busy you are.
So this is my first year. I went to Fleming for fitness and health promotion, and so since I was like 15 or 16, I've spent most of my school years in Mississauga. So this is my first time being away from my coaches and stuff training, so that was very different. But I have a great community around me that really helped me be able to train throughout the school year.
Always good to come back home?
Oh yeah, it's always nice to come back where it started.
And you practice as much as you can anywhere you can.
Yes, I've paddled in so many places. I've paddled in like Rice Lake off of random docks. I've paddled in the harbor many times. Like, because when I'm home at school, I still have to paddle even though I'm not with my team. So it's been very interesting finding places.
That's amazing. Well, good luck. Thank you for this chat because I know you're busy, and good luck.
Thank you so much.